Hey guys, we're bringing you guys our back routine for hypertrophy days. Now we're going to start off here with a warm-up. We're going to do 3 sets of 10 of our pull-ups and then 3 sets of 8 with our bicep curls. And you want to make sure these bicep curls are just lightweight. You're not trying to move a lot of weight. You're just trying to get the muscles moving.
Yeah, now the point of a warm-up is to get your muscles activated, and then you want to get some blood flow into your muscles as well. This will help prevent injury throughout the workout, just so you're not hopping into heavy weights, and that's how you end up straining something. You also want to use the warm-up as a focus set. That way you can get your mind-muscle connection going, and you're ready to go for your workout later. That way you know exactly what exercises you're doing and how you're going to go about doing them.
All right, next we're going to start on our actual workout. We're going to start out with saws. We're going to do 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. And you want to make sure with these saws you're angled backwards, almost like you're starting a lawnmower. You don't have to go straight up and down.
You want to make sure you hold at the top for as long as possible. It's usually just like a split second, but you want to make sure you get that squeeze. That way you're activating your muscles correctly. And then you also want to make sure you're using heavy enough weight where it's difficult to get 8 to 12, but it's not so much that you can't control it, because the point of this is to control it, and so you have like a nice even tempo throughout your entire rep. All right, so the next exercise we have for our workout is going to be rack pulls. You want to make sure you warm up with this exercise, because this is one that is more prone to injury. Usually we start with 2 warm-up sets. We'll start with a really light weight just to kind of see how we feel, and then we're going to go bump it up a little bit more. That way we can see what the working sets are going to feel like.
Yeah, and once we get into the working sets, we're going to do about 6 to 8 reps depending on how you feel for that day. And with this exercise, you want to make sure that you don't bend your back while you're pulling up the weight. And you want to make sure you also don't extend too far past parallel once you are bringing the weight up.
Yeah, the bending the back portion is the most important piece of advice, because that's how you're going to injure yourself during this. All right, after rack pulls, you're going to want to go into lat pull downs. You're going to want to get 4 sets, because we personally just enjoy this exercise more. It's really good for your entire upper back. The main focus of it, though, is your lats, and that's what's going to give you the big wide back. For this, though, we like to do 8 to 10 reps. You can even go higher and do 12 to 14 if you'd like, if you prefer. But that's just to keep some good blood flow going into it, and it's really going to give you a good pump in your back.
Yeah, and for this exercise, you want to make sure you're keeping constant tension on your lats. And you also want to make sure they have a slow and controlled tempo. Finally, we're going to do some face pulls here. We're going to do 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps. Like always, you can change up the rep scheme. Our preference is just 8 to 10 reps on this exercise.
Now, a huge tip for this is making sure you're not moving your body forward as you're pulling back. That way you're just in a stationary position and you have more control over the movement itself. You also want to make sure you control the extension as you go out. That way you can keep constant tension on your upper back. We also like to pull towards our nose or our eyes. That way it gets the upper back exactly.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of variations, especially with hand placement on this exercise.